A rescue copter was on the scene only minutes after the helicopter hit the water at about 8:45. The UH-1N carrying 4 men was on a routine training flight from the amphibious assault ship USS Incheon when the incident occurred. Angelo Neskis was eating breakfast and looked up just in time to see the crash.
Well, the helicopter was coming down, basically, and what it did, it was flying very low. My friend told me this helicopter was going down. What happened, it hit tail first as we saw it, and then it went straight down as it was losing power.
3 men were pulled from the water, 2 were slightly injured. 4th is still missing. Divers joined the Coast Guard in looking for him. Virginia Beach civilian units were also on hand to lend assistance. Late this morning, rescue crews responded to reports that the 4th man had been spotted at 36th and the ocean front. That turned out to be a false alarm. The search continues. In Virginia Beach, Terry Zahn, the Daily News. The first sign of trouble came about 8:25 this morning when the UH-1N helicopter from the USS Incheon radioed a Mayday distress call and tried to make it to land. It almost did, but plowed into the ocean about a mile offshore as astonished tourists watched.
We saw the helicopter go in the water and the tap came off, and then we didn't see anything until later when my husband got out the binoculars and saw the bodies floating.
Yeah, just as it hit, the rotor flew up in the air and a helicopter went underwater.
Fortunately, those bodies were still alive, and they were plucked from the rough waters by a rescue copter that was overhead only minutes after the crash.
Initially, when we got there, we deployed our swimmer from about 10 feet. As Airman Nazario was our swimmer, and we stood by while he went out and checked out each person in the water. Then with the thumbs up from him, we came in and picked them up one at a time.
The survivors were identified as Commander Roland Bucher, Petty Officer Victor Cafaro, and Petty Officer Mark Burr. The Navy says Lieutenant Commander Kenneth Wessel is missing and presumed dead. After the crash, swimmers searched an area identified by smoke markers, but no trace of the missing pilot was found. The helicopter was on a routine training mission at the time of the crash. The Navy has not yet determined the cause of the mishap, but a spokesman says salvage operations to recover the helicopter should begin tomorrow. In Virginia Beach, Terry Zahn, the Daily News.
The surf was calmer today as the search continued for the missing pilot of the Huey helicopter. The ship the Navy is using to spot the helicopter is the USS Fortify. It's a minesweeper with sonar search capability. If the ship passes over a large metallic object, the monitors will pick up an audio signal. By mid-afternoon, the signals became stronger. The USS Fortify had pinpointed the location where the helicopter crashed. Markers were put up, and the Navy divers went down to try to recover the body of Lieutenant Commander Kenneth Wessel of Virginia Beach. The investigation is now focusing on the cause of the crash. The divers will try to attach salvage rigging to the helicopter, and tomorrow they are expected to bring it up. Then Navy investigators will survey the wreck to determine why the chopper went down. In Virginia Beach, Chris Cahoon, the Daily News.